Listen, I have an idea.
It's how I feel when you make lemonade. Whatever today has given you. 511 headaches, still call it Thanksgiving. True.
Welcome to another edition of the Super Dupa podcast. I'm your host, Rob Griggs, here with the super producer, Ez McMahon.
Yes. What's going on, Rob? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. How about yourself?
I am doing very well. Glad to be here.
Hey, man, I'm going to call you Lights On Ez, dog. When the lights come on, Ez McMahon is in the building. My man.
Yes. You are correct, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you for checking out the Super Duper podcast. We do not take your listens lightly. Make sure you follow us on all socials. What up, Sarah? At Super Duper Pod, SUPA, and online at HP53productions.com for our herch and additional content as our own Ez McMahon with the Easy Smoke and GM podcast. So the Bears are on the bye this week. So it's the basking in the glow of the last win. So no Bears therapy this week. All Bears joy. You understand? That's all we got for
Lots
you.
of joy and free thoughts here, man. We don't got to worry about they can't lose this weekend.
Hey, look at that. Look how that worked out, man. Shout out
Can't
to my fantasy
lose.
team.
Well, they can
That's
lose. My
okay,
fantasy
man.
team can definitely lose.
Oh man, listen, fantasy's the worst. I just stopped. I don't even know why I do it. I'm not gonna do that every year. I get suckered into it, man.
Yeah.
But you can also find us on YouTube at HP53 Productions. Yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, share. Shout out to everybody that's listening, our new listeners, everybody that's out in London. What's up, bruv? Isn't it Bob's your uncle? Check us out on Spotify out in South London, you dig? You know
Wait, hey, what's Bob's your uncle mean?
That means you're right. It's like Bob's your and so it's like, hey man, you do this, make a left, Bob's your uncle. That means like you're golden, you're good. That's what Bob's your uncle means.
You've been saying that for the last 2 years, and I don't know
you just
that means.
asking now? Jeez. Bob's your uncle.
Just thought about it. Bob's your uncle. Okay.
Shout out to Sheezy. I sent him a text saying that very same thing today. And Bob's your uncle. He just was like, come on, dog. Shout out to London, South London. Man, when they gonna release that Super Sale season 2, dog? They holding us up, man.
I don't know.
Man.
I got into it and then I sort of fell off.
Oh man. It's amazing. I don't know what it was great to me, dog. But you know what I have been watching? I know we ain't got started yet, so we get to it.
Go ahead.
I've been watching Peacemaker. Have you watched that at all?
No, I haven't. No.
So I'm gonna tell you, it was something I was not interested in. It's with John Cena. Peacemaker is a DC hero, and I guess James Gunn is making him part of a larger.
Oh yeah, he was in the Suicide Squad, right? Yeah.
So they got a show, and so the only reason I watched it was because they were like, yeah, he could be a big part of the Superman series moving forward. I was like, well, let me I'm all in the world. Shout out to the Blurs. Shout out to Mike. What up, man? And it's like, let me catch up, right, and figure out what's going on. And I actually like this show. It was wild, man. I mean, it's some wild stuff. Like, do you watch you watch The Boys on Amazon Prime?
I do watch The Boys. I did not finish the first season of Gen V though.
And here's the thing, man. I think I'm out because I'm watching the second season, and I feel like sometimes the gross stuff just be too little gross. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, okay.
Well, The Boys had a scene. I was like, whoa, that's a little too much. I don't
want to spoil it for everybody. So if you don't know, The Boys and Gen V are about, it's pretty much turning superhero stuff on its head. Like, the superheroes aren't the best people in the world, right? So it was one scene where these dudes were fighting, and they were busting through walls, phrasing, of a dorm. And so then they found a guy, he was naked on all fours, and everybody's looking strange. It's, I guess, some man came out of his butt, like he shrunk, went in his butt and came out. I turned it off. I was like, I'm out. I'm like, I don't care how this end up. I don't care what happens. I'm done.
Yeah, what I saw was it was actually very similar to that.
Yeah, it's like okay, y'all just being gratuitous with it. So if it's your first time listening to Super Duper Pod, sorry, that's a tangent. So it's just me and you today, sir. Couple of things I want to get into, man. First, I want to thank everybody for your support for our first Dads and Donuts event.
How'd that go? How things go?
Went very well, man. Went very well.
Yeah.
Listen, these guys need a space, and I'm just thankful the Lord put it on my heart to do it and just trying to be obedient, make it happen, man. So our next event is October 18th. I'll send the link so it's in the show notes. If you know a dad who has a child that is neurodiverse, that has that's disabled, you know what I'm saying, ADHD, autism, or the BAD, as I like to say, still have him
The
sign up.
BAD.
Have him sign up because kid, these dads needs help. Then again, we not anti-mom. It's not the point. Again, I think a lot of people don't understand. A lot of dads are, I don't want to say suffering, but by them, they feel by themselves because like they can't talk to nobody. And a lot of times they can't talk to their mate just because things are different, right? Because unfortunately, it turns into a competition of sorts. And it's like, you just want to be able to say some stuff out loud to not know you're crazy, right? And to see somebody say, "Hey, man, I understand." You know what I mean? That's what this is for. That's what this is all about, man. And I want
So
to
it's
make sure.
not a no ma'am
No, nah.
group, right?
Now that's a reach back. Shout out to you,
Yes,
Ez.
sir. Yes, sir. See, everybody don't know that. Everybody
Everybody
don't
don't
know
know
about it.
that one.
No
Shout
ma'am.
out, shout out to you. That's pretty good. We can get the
Yes.
show right there, dog. Good night,
Yes.
everybody. Man, no doubt. But yeah, but check out the Dancing Notes. I will put the link in the show notes for the next episode, next event, October 18th, Woodson Region. Shout out to Woodson Regional Library, man. A long time ago, I think I told you, I said on the pod before, I worked in the library in college, and it gave me an appreciation of like the library space and what can be in there. And I don't think people really, let me not say this, but well, it's out the bag now. But like the library is a great resource, man. That's a free meeting room. You got to just got to sign up for it in advance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
By Wi-Fi, it's the library offers so many things, and we walk past it so many times, only use it when you're in a jam. You can really like get a lot of stuff done. I remember before I had kids, and part of it came from business school, I would just go to the library on a random night in the week. Just go read, chill, write for a couple hours, and then leave. And it felt like a good space, man. So I encourage everybody to support your local library, man. So as I want to get to a few things. So I thought about stuff on the news. Right? I was watching Abby Phillip. Shout out to Abby Phillip. Shout out to Abby Phillip. Before we got to the pod,
And
and I
she
saw
married.
her
She
show.
married, man.
I mean, I can still shout. We shout out everybody. We
I'm
shout out
just
everybody on the
saying. I'm
pod.
just
You know what I'm
saying.
saying? I ain't told her to call me. I just said shout out. You you know.
I'm just
But
saying.
no, but,
Just
but
saying.
she was shout out. But she was her show that's on CNN. You have the debate, all this, and I like it because have people on the left and the right there. Everybody's yelling at each other. You think about the shutdown and all these different stories coming out, man. You look at the New York Times, it's crazy. And I just want to encourage everybody because I know it's hard to not feel this way, but to not feel threatened, right? Because just to keep it a buck, some of the administration tactic is just to make everybody feel off balanced, right? So then we're scared to make poor
That
decisions.
has to be part of it.
You know what I mean? It's just like that's on the if they got a whiteboard of like tactics and points, it's scare everybody. You know what I mean? Because and I know you and I have debated about this before. I'm curious to see how you feel about it. Because before it was a shutdown, like you and I disagreed about it. Like if you were like, Rob, this is let's not shut the government down and move along. And I think I was kind of like, they ain't got no other choice. This is the only leverage they have to kind of get people's attention that this stuff was going wrong and what they were talking about. Abbey feel like what this real issue is about healthcare and the spin of, is it healthcare for immigrants or is it just healthcare for the normal people that need it, right? And our lives again. We always say, man, it's only been 9 months, 10 months, but now we're going to see the real hit of Trump's policies and changes being made, and this government shutdown ain't gonna be nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's all that. But I encourage everybody just because we got enough stuff to stress about. Like I was at an event tonight. Shout out to my church, Progressive. It did some for people in the sandwich generation, folks who care for their parents and their kids. And it's like just talking about. If the lady asked a question like, write your name in a circle and then all the things that stress you out, right? And you're right. I was writing all kind of stuff, but then you start to see like what's really stressing you. Like when you do this little map, do this exercise, and like the top of my list wasn't all this stuff on the news. It was on there, but it's like stuff you think about. And when you really put it in the grand scheme of things, you got this stuff just kind of adds to the things that maybe really stress you. Maybe some stuff in your family, your own health, maybe your job, and this stuff out here just adding to it. Please know it's separate and apart. And that doesn't mean we don't have to deal with it. We still have to understand. Shout out to Dr. Williams. He's always warning us to be aware to find real knowledge, to find the information and the accuracy of the information, right? I think as you always bring it the best, I give you props every time. You got to listen to both sides. You got to see what the other side's saying, just to hear like, hey, the craziness that's being said, because it's wild. Some of the stuff that's being said and some of the lies, because there be people outside that you work with that you cool with, you hang with, and they some of them cool with some of this stuff. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
They think some of the stuff. So you want to be armed and prepared, but don't be threatened, man. That's all. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because as I was going to do a big rundown about what's happening, it's like I'm not scaring people. I mean, y'all probably know what's happening better than I do. You know what I mean? Because it's just the top of the news, and it's everywhere you go. And if the shutdown is it's going to happen, and it's probably going to happen, that's going to be the top of the news for everybody. So I'm just trying to go the flip side of it. We don't have to be threatened by this. You know what I'm saying? And now again, I want to be very cautious as I say this, because there's a lot of government workers that are going to be affected, and they're the pawns in this. Unfortunately, I didn't realize, but I guess I should have known. Yet, of course, the Congress, they still get their checks
Hmm.
while the government shut down. And let somebody said on the news, I bet you they changed that law. They figured this thing out real fast. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like, hey,
absolutely.
hey, well, we agree, or y'all better undo this
Well,
because I
that's why
need.
that's never gonna happen.
Yeah, because that's too much like right.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Doggone
right.
it, man. It's something. But again, I know people probably not believing in the political system, but we still do. And I will still say, get ready for these midterms. Pay attention to all these things that happen, all these judges, everything in your location and your area. I mean, as we've been saying this for a very long time. So if you listen to the pod, this shouldn't be a surprise to you. And if you're new to the pod, get this for how we get down. It's not just the presidential elections, all these elections
All
matter,
elections.
and you should be privy to the news that's happening around you. Because again, don't let it happen to you, right? You be a participant in the world that you are living in. You know what I'm saying? I think at that point, because then you have no right to complain if you never gave a shot, or went outside to try to make some things happen here or there. So
Presidential elections, midterms, uh, state run elections,
yeah,
municipal, county,
all of them matter.
local
All of
school
them matter.
council,
Yeah.
all of it, man.
All of them matter, man. But just wanted to get that out the way, because a lot of people listen to us, and a lot of people, kind of like listen to what we say, you know what I'm saying, and debate us the here and so forth. But I just want to make sure on this platform we're making sure we're telling people that, like, it's a lot to make you nervous, but let's not live in fear. It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's just, especially, we still are, the power still belongs to people for now. So let's use it while we can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Make our voices heard wherever we can. And we talked about it a couple episodes ago, as right. I think it was the Jimmy Kimmel one, and it was like, we gotta have our own protests. I did cancel the Disney. I was like, ooh,
Good for
it's
you,
called me
man.
out. I was like,
You know, they
it's
said
called me out.
they
No, he
had
brought it
one
back.
1.5 million subscribers lost.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
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 because we
and
and we think
that's what did it.
that's what's gonna take, man. But I think, and that's the thing too. I encourage everybody. We can't just go, "Oh, that's horrible." No, man. There's some things you can do. There's some things you can do in your community. These people are starting groups. We can start our own groups or join. Like your local church. Shout out to my church. Very, uh, well, it's called
Progressive.
progressive. Yes, call it progressive. No, because what I was trying to say is we are the name. You know what I'm saying? We operate the name. But
It's
yeah, but
progressive.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's like,
I,
but
I
again,
see.
it's a lot of churches in Chicago, and I'm sure all over, that still, doing, like, the Montgomery bus boycott, man. That stuff started from a church.
Yeah.
Like, so you listen, people in your community, I'm thinking about that is, think about it, we think about it and we take it for granted. Like, in that time, right? She just was like, I ain't got it, dog. I do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? And they will, because think about it is, everybody probably had to ride the bus getting to work, and it's like, we not gonna do it in the winter. You know what I'm saying? It's cold, it's late, and they just put a plan together. That wasn't easy, dude.
No,
And the
not at
bus
all.
company's probably like, these naysayers are gonna change. They gonna come back. And it's like, they not coming back. We losing. They really actually stuck together and did it. And there
Yeah,
you go. You know what I mean? And so that tactic never gets old, man.
that takes a lot of planning.
Yeah,
Um, I'm sure they had to sell a lot of people on that, you
yeah.
know.
Because
Not riding the bus, not giving your
listen,
money to the bus company.
it was a naysayer that was like, I don't know about y'all. I got to get to I got to get to work, man. Who gonna
Had
take
to.
it? You gonna pay my bills?
Had
Errol,
to.
Errol, you gonna pay my bills? You know, it was
You
three
want
up
me
in
to
there.
walk 4 miles to work?
Brother, I don't walk to the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Saying silly stuff like that,
Yeah,
dog.
absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
mean, it was three naysayers, but it's like, look, man, get on and get going, right? And I think that's what we got to be in this climate that we're in right now, man. Because it is one of us, right? Just saying it in a silo, it's never gonna get nothing done. But a group of people, because they say that a lot, man. That even if you got a small group of people together in your community, your elected official has to listen to y'all, or he or she will be more inclined to go, okay, this person has organized a group of my constituents. I probably need to holler at them, you know what I'm saying, or give them an audience, right? Like that stuff still works. Don't let us be convinced that it does not, and that this thing happening in front of us is so massive and so scary that we don't have no power. That is furthest from the truth, man.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into the fun stuff, Ed. So, hey, man. But we're gonna talk about Vegas. We're gonna talk about some more AI stuff. I want to run this by you, Ed. So, man,
Yo,
guess what? I'm in the midst, bro, of high school entrance exams. Can you believe that, dog?
man, that's
Cra-
crazy.
It's crazy how time flew by, right?
Crazy.
And it's like, and you really gotta. And now imagine asking some 13-year-olds, "Hey, so what y'all want to do when you get older?" You get a whole list of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, but it's crazy, like to see how. Now, do you remember taking your high school entrance exam?
Yeah, I remember.
I
Like
had to really
yesterday.
sit down.
Yeah.
I had to. Okay, so give me your experience because I don't remember. I remember my score. I remember the experience itself.
Well,
But
what test did you take? Do you remember
I
that?
don't. I don't. Man,
Oh,
I couldn't take. I know I took the test. Shot the same day. Shot the Wolfpack. I took the test, and here's what I do remember. And shout out to my man Juan. We haven't talked in a while. Shout out to him. So we were in the auditorium, and they were shouting. I got my scores in the middle. I scored a 98 percentile. So it's like, okay, bet.
look at you.
But
You're smart.
hey man, I do what I can. I ain't got a podcast for nothing. And so
No.
man, we get to the spot, right? As they say, if you got in the 99th percentile, everybody stand. I was like, yo, I'm 98. Like, I can't stand. Hate y'all, bruh. Doggone it. So, but this is what we talked about last week, right? I made the practice exams for the boys for the high school test
Yeah, yeah, we talked about
last
that
week. But it's super dope, man,
on the
because
AI.
yeah, shout out to the counselor. Their mom and I had a call with them today, and they do a real cool thing. They do like a high school prep for them. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Talk about the type of schools you want to go to, what you want in a school. And shout out to CPS. I know CPS gets a bad rap for a lot of stuff, right? People always crapping on Chicago public schools, but I can tell, especially with children that have IEPs and need services, CPS has been great. And a lot of CPS schools, high schools, people don't probably even know this. You can get a certification while getting your education. You know what I'm saying? For a particular trade. They got all these programs around the city. So you can graduate from high school and have a certification on you as well. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, so instead of having to pay for it down the line, you get it quote unquote for free while in school. And it's like, and she was saying, because you're not talking about this often, like how CPS got to a point where they realized college isn't for everybody. And you're not talking
Hmm.
about this often. Like, you look, if you had another chance to go back, you might do something a little differently because, we know people that's retiring right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But young and, still young enough to do something
I
else.
think
Got
I
a nice
think
little
I
check.
always think back to, going to junior college or
Yeah.
community college, and trade school was frowned upon
Yeah. Oh, it was like it was nothing.
in the
And,
high school. Yeah,
yeah.
and they
Yeah.
would you were getting steered away from that. Now I think we look at things now and it's like, no, that might be a good idea for a lot of people. You
Yeah,
know?
because I was talking to somebody, because think about it. If you become an electrician, and you just what you go at 18, and by 23 you are a master electrician.
Yeah, that's huge,
And you 23. So and
huge.
if you pull it the right way, you can have your own business
Yeah,
by
absolutely,
30. And
absolutely.
then you are a mogul. You know what I'm saying? You
Before that,
cooking. Huh?
you can have your own business before that, really.
But that's what I'm saying. But if you just,
Yeah,
just say you're giving yourself the time, And so by 45, you in the Cayman Islands
Yeah.
hiring MBAs to be, you know what I mean? But I think too, it's just a function of people just didn't know how to really lay it out. Like, and I also think too, I think, and again, I don't fault it because I think some of it was because think about Different World when it came out, right? And then how they talk about how HBCU enrollment shot up. And shout out to the HBCUs. I know because some stuff happened, especially at Tennessee State. Praying for y'all, thinking about y'all. But like it was like at that period of time, it was more like, hey, instead of y'all just doing nothing or not having some goals, go to college. You know what I'm saying? But I think the point you made was perfect. But for those who weren't going to college, they were made to feel like since you're not going, something wrong with you. And that wasn't the case. It just should have been, well, if that's not for you, what can you do? What should you be doing? Right. And I think it's cool now that they're asking kids that question because college isn't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's for some, and I think also too, we might have to get out of this timeline of college has to happen at a certain point, right? Because maybe you don't have the money to go, or maybe more, you just don't know what's going on, right? And so, like, because I know a guy, I don't want to say his name, he probably won't care, but I know a guy, and he's actually on pod, where he went to college because no, he told Harold, that's what he told on the pod. He went to college for a couple years, dropped out, went to do the poetry stuff, and went back, got a master's. He got a book deal. Shout out to him. He living real good. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And so it's like he still ended up going to college because the problem, I won't say problem. The challenge is this. Sometimes people just go to college just to go, to say they went to fulfill somebody's dream and they don't know what they're there for. So they spending 5, 6 years just kind of getting a degree in something, then trying to find a job, hate said job, and now they out here selling Snickers on the weekend. You
I
know what I'm
remember
saying?
looking back though, man, the 6, 7 year college plan wasn't an awful plan though either,
Nah,
man.
it's not that. Listen, a dude at work said that today. He said the very same
If
thing.
if you got it like that,
He was like, "Hey man, if I could have done 6 years,
I
I'd have
try.
done it,
I tried to get a fifth year. My mom's was like, nah, I'm not paying for it.
bro."
But yeah, that wasn't a bad life.
Bro, Williams, you had to get
If
out of
it,
the
hey, if it weren't for them damn classes, college would have been great.
for both of them classes. That's oh my god, that's the title episode. That's hilarious. But yeah, I mean, he's a classic guy in the way. But yeah, Williams had to get out in 4, man. Had to get out in 4 years.
You
It
had
just
to. There was no,
had to.
couldn't,
So
you
shout out to
couldn't take an
Sheezy.
extra semester.
Sheezy said they told us this. Sheezy thinks it's fake, but they were like, it was a woman who got to her senior year, second semester, failed a class. She had to go get a degree from somewhere else.
There's no, I don't believe that.
Hey,
I don't believe that.
get us straight. Hey, listen,
She didn't have a mama like my mama.
you
My
was
mama
going
wasn't
with
gonna have that. No.
it.
I spent all this money at this school
Shout out.
and I missed one class. I messed up one class and I can't get my degree here. No,
They scared us
that
straight. I
can't
mean,
that can't be possible.
we were senior years. You talking about some seniors study second semester? Everybody was studying.
Cause think about this. If you let's say you do got to transfer to another school, what if
Yeah.
what if all your credits don't transfer over?
I guess you gotta get some more credits. That's a good thing. I mean, because that happens, right? A lot of times, because
Yeah,
I
I
switched.
know.
Because here's the thing: I switched majors. So I was a math major when I started out. I mean, and I ended up being a math minor because like I got to a class as, and it's like the only numbers in the math book were the pages. I was like, this ain't math no more. No, I've told this before. I had a 24-hour exam. It took me 10 hours to take. And I was like, what am I doing? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do this for 4 years. So
Wait.
yeah, yeah.
You had an exam that took 10 hours.
No, the exam they gave us 24 hours to complete an exam. I did, and it took me 10 hours to do it.
Oh,
So
that's
that's not saying
crazy.
I did it fast. It's just like in 24 hours, it took me 10, and I had to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's
It's like
crazy.
and it was like 8 or 9. It was like eight to
And
ten
wait,
questions.
and it was open book.
It was over, dude. You can sit. They was like, go to the library,
Do
please.
what you got to do.
Listen, that's why songs
But
of the
this
key
test is
life.
going to be hard.
Hey, to this day, songs of the key life is one of my favorite albums because I just had that on repeat for 8 hours. Just just because and one question was because it was these 8 acts. Now I'm getting real nerdy. Again, shout out to the Blurs. It was the 8 axioms of math, and you had to use those to answer your questions. So one of the questions was prove why x plus y equals x plus y. And it was and I First thing I said was, "Cause it does." Right? I was like,
Did you write that down?
I did, and I was like, "Let me erase this song." What does it erase that? I need to get a good grade on this, man. You got to write paragraphs
Did you
of
have
why
did
this.
wait. Did you have someone with you to take the test with you?
No, it's just you. It was lonely, man. That's why I got out of it. It was lonely. Like,
See,
man.
so
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I had a take home test once
Uh-huh.
that you had. It was timed,
Yeah.
and I had a tutor with me at my test.
Uh, uh,
Yeah,
uh-huh.
yeah. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna say who it was. You know who the tutor was. I'm not gonna say who it was, but she checked my work, and
Uh-huh.
yeah, I got that young A.
And that young age, shout out to Ed. Look
Yes,
at you, dog. No,
yes,
I was solo dolo, broski.
yes.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Sawyer Library. I was in there just I mean, I'm telling you, that made me switch majors. I was like, nah, this I can't do this. This what this is. I think I got a decent grade on it. But the point I was making is I had to go to summer school and take 2 classes to make up for the psychology degree that I ended up getting because I had to graduate in 4 years.
Because they scared you.
But no, for real, I had to graduate. They wasn't gonna like extend it past 4. I had to do it in 4. Like that wasn't a skill. That was what they told me. Like I had to take these classes to make up these credits by
Or you couldn't
2001.
get your degree from Williams.
I didn't ask what the or part was. They said do it. I did it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. Got hey, guess what? 2001 June.
So you
That
guys
was
don't
my first
understand
day.
what it was like to have the 6 year senior on campus.
Man, listen. You don't want to be. It's a different place. You don't want to be there longer than you need to be. You know what I'm saying? I love
The
that shit.
six year the 6 year senior was just a wise. He was a wise person.
See, but here's the thing. Again, it's a different type of vibe. See, Williams is 2,000 students, so everybody know.
The
Hey, man,
one
this
wait,
dude is
wait I'm
doing.
not gonna say I'm not gonna because you might know who I'm talking about on our campus
Okay, put it in
at
the chat.
Hampton. Yeah,
Uh huh.
but yeah, he was there a while, and he would have um like these fireside chats, I would call it, with the younger people on
Oh,
campus.
he the last person to listen to. He can't get out. But
back in the
everybody listen, get out of
back
here.
in the day, there used to be a DJ at the calf.
Now that's not okay. So now if you a DJ, I feel like that's different.
And well, no, I'm just saying this is what he would tell these people, and then they would
Uh-huh.
come to me as a senior. Do you remember when there was a DJ in a calf? Nah, I wasn't here for that.
That before my
That's
time. Right.
before my time. I wasn't
Oh my
here.
God, man. I do miss so again a place like Williams, right? That some of the DJs were upperclassmen, but you could tell there was finals with no parties, with nothing. Everybody was studying, man. I remember shout out to Broski. He called me on a random Tuesday. He said, "What you doing?" I said, "I'm studying." He said, "What you doing?" I said, "Everybody's going to a party." I said, "We in different schools, man, and I'm jealous of what you're doing right now, dog, because I'm walking to the library once we get off this call, man." But shout out to my sons, man. Y'all keep me in 1,000 prayers. Try to figure out this high school
So
situation.
is this a CPS test or a
It's a
Catholic
CPS,
test?
not CPS test. It's a
CPS
separate
test.
test for
Okay.
Catholic schools, but the way my money working out right now, we got to do that young public school. So it's we're
Okay.
gonna see what they
No,
work.
I understand. That's
Also, but I got a bunch of them put in one school, man. So I don't want to sell this cocaine. So we gonna slick this, make this podcast, and
Did CPS have tests back when we were in school?
every school got tests. Yeah, because like to even get school like Whitney Young, you got to take tests. Because if I didn't go to Ignatius, I was going to Whitney Young.
Did you take the test at
So
Whitney Young?
no, I just took it at Ignatius. I just took it at one place.
Oh,
And
and they accepted the
yeah,
Ignatius test.
yeah, and that was that. And so I was at Ignatius. That was that, man. And
Huh.
obviously,
Okay.
because I was also in, and then shout out to Link, man. Link Unlimited. I was in a program that it was like a scholarship program because that's something I was able to go to Ignatius because it's still a lot of money now, a lot of money then. Because again, I went to a little small grammar school. My parents, it's closed now, but I'm sure my
Oh
mother is.
yeah, I remember
Yeah,
your school. We used to
because
whoop
y'all
y'all in
beat us by the
basketball.
100. I know you tell that story
Boy,
every time, dog.
Ez had a day. Let
Go
me
ahead,
tell you.
dog.
Let me tell you.
But Link Unlimited, shout out. They it was that's how I met my mentor. Shout out to KG. and got me in Ignatius, and it was like a academic kind of enrichment program. That's actually they got me on a trip to me and Sheezy the Williams, man. That's how we got there through
I think
links.
she's even scored a couple buckets on you guys.
Thanks, man.
I'm
Listen,
just
I'm
telling
sure.
you.
Hey, I went on a basketball team, and that wasn't my thing at that age, man. So shout out to whoever y'all be. I'm sure
How weren't
somebody
you on the basketball team?
because it was only
You-
six of us
Oh, I'm
there. I don't
saying
know.
you had to have been on the team.
I don't know, man. No,
How
I
did y'all
probably.
feel the team?
I mean, they probably use everybody. They probably use people in the neighborhood. You never know, man. The school was small. It was 19. I mean, because I never know how to feel about this. I was valedictorian in my class. It was only
Yeah.
19. I was like, well, it wasn't hard to beat. There's only 19 people in here. I mean, I guess
No,
I'm,
that's still, I mean, man,
still number one.
19, 200, whatever numbers dealt to you, you got to beat
Hey,
them.
man, hey, I did what I could. You know what I'm saying? I win wherever I go, I guess. I guess. So shout out to the boys. All right, Ez, I got another Allen Iverson story for you, man.
What you got?
So, have you heard of Sora?
No.
So OpenAI, that's pretty much the company that kind of helps generate all the stuff that powers Chat GPT, all these other things, right? That's those are the
That's
people that
who got my bets wrong.
pretty much right.
Okay.
So they
Okay.
now have a new video app out, and so people have been talking about this backwards and forwards. So Sora is a video app. Let me pull this up from the New York Times because there's a story in the New York Times where these guys use the app. So the app we use is not TikTok. It's a smartphone app made by OpenAI, again called Sora, Sora, that lets people create such videos entirely from artificial intelligence. So you've been seeing a lot of these videos, just like AI videos. Like I saw a song, "The Move" by Ludacris, but sung in like the '60s style. Like you've seen videos like that. So people get to do stuff like that, and it lets people create such videos entirely from artificial intelligence. Sora's underlying technology is far more faster and more powerful, and incorporate your likeness if you upload images to your face. After they spent less than a day with the app, what became clear was that Sora had gone beyond being an AI video generation app. It is now a social network in disguise, a clone of TikTok with algorithmic video suggestions and the ability to follow and interact with friends. The powerful AI model that Sora is built on makes it simpler to produce clips, giving people an almost unlimited ability to generate as many AI videos as they want. And that can be scary because now I was listening to a podcast, The Time, with Matt Bellamy on the Ringer, and they were talking about like how Hollywood does not like this because essentially
No,
they're
it's
you.
taking. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, no, what you going to
No,
say?
I was gonna say it's taking their original stuff and just
Exactly. Like,
creating new things with it.
and also like it's a whole image and likeness thing because
Yeah,
one example they kept using, they had one video was Wednesday, the Netflix show,
yeah,
did a video with Peter Griffin from Family Guy, and they were like telling jokes to each other. Like that's how they made the video. But who gave the permission to use? Those are licensed properties
right,
by owned by different things, but
right.
it's in the AI. So apparently there's a system
Well,
that
that's gonna create some lawsuits there, man.
and that's what they're saying. So apparently there are systems where you can opt in images and opt out. A lot of companies are opting out, or they have to be compensated to use their image likeness. But that it's already gone now. People are already running with it. And so then I was like, nah, I'm kind of feeling like it's a little scary, dog, because now they have a big black bar over it that says generated by AI. But it's like if people forget to put that watermark, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna believe the wrong things. Unless it's completely ridiculous, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
Excuse me.
well, you talk about the AI. I heard today um, a song that by AC/DC.
Hmm.
What song? I think it's the song. You've heard it before. I gotta find what track it was, but they
Well,
created a funk version using AI to this song, and I gotta say, the funk version of this AC/DC song
crazy, huh?
was cool,
That's
man.
kind of slaps. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I gotta
And
give it to him for that.
now here's a warning that they had in this story. So worse. So okay. So one of the guys that tested this video, he posted the video to his personal Instagram page, and his friends asked, "Was it him raising questions about whether we might lose touch with reality. That's what we talk about. Is this real or not? We won't know. And then also being able to quickly and easily generate video likenesses of people could pour gasoline on disinformation, creating clips of fake events that look so real they might spur people into real world action. You know what I'm saying? Like you think you see a video of like, again, this is probably a poor example. You see like a video of a group of white men beating up some black kids, and it's not a real video.
Right.
That could spark like a protest, and it's like
Absolutely.
this isn't even real. You know what I'm saying? Or something like, where even the reverse of that, where they try to do some stuff in blue states and blue cities like Chicago, make something looking weird like this is worse than what it is. It's like, and they're using this as evidence A, B, and C. This is why export. We should send everybody and their mama down here up here in Chicago, right? So that's the part that makes it difficult because I think the older we get, like we always like to run. That's how I run a joke. You look at the Marvel movies now, you're like, man, who gonna pay for all this destruction? Our taxes are about to go up. Do you have to throw me? Y'all can't fight out in the desert, man. Dog,
This
don't
some
it?
bull.
That's what I'm saying, bro. We just got raised our time. They just fixed this bridge, man.
Go
Dog,
home, superheroes.
man, please, right? You're like, where's the Accords Act when you need it? Shout out to the blurs. But but you see stuff like this, you have to think of the negative side now, right? You can't be like, oh, this is fun. I can make a video for myself. It's like, but hold on, what does this mean? And I do think about just like what becomes real, right? And the real world is no longer like fun. You know what I'm saying? Like the videos are worth it. You know what I'm saying? That part does give me pause where it's like the real world won't be the one you want to be in anymore. And I'm hoping we are still. I just still hope people like taking walks outside. You know what I'm saying? Like holding hands, looking at the sunset. You know what I'm saying? Having picnics. You don't see that a lot no more, right? I just hope we don't lose that. Like this stuff is cool, but let's balance it out. Like taking your kids to the park, man. Like the chipmunks know. Sometimes on maybe this is our Sunday night thing. After dinner, I even turn the game off. We turn everything off in the house. I might have some music on, and we just kind of chill, right? We'll start talking about some or nothing. We just kind of sitting around because I just want to impress upon them that they don't always need a device or they don't always need to be in their worlds. You know what I'm saying? Like
Sunday
we are
night
Google
football is
players.
on, Pop. You tripping.
Hey man, I gotta do it. I kind of rigged the system because I make dinner a little bit. I make dinner early so that 2 hour block before Sunday night football when nothing's really on. You know what I mean? That's when we do quiet time, and
Uh,
then it's quietly on the Google Nest when
you
they are upstairs
tripping.
somewhere, man. Hey, man, gotta keep these kids in the real world, dog. Straight up, y'all
No, I
be
feel
careful.
you. I feel you.
Y'all be careful out there. Last one, Ed, before we get out of here. So we talked a bit about it jokingly, just our time in Vegas. We can't talk much about it because we've signed some NDAs or contracts or whatnot. But it
Yeah,
was a
we
great
can't talk about Vegas.
shout out to cousin Roy.
Oh,
Shout out to Cut. Shout out to cousin Daryl. What up? What up, y'all? What up?
I took I went to Vegas with my wife. That was a fun time.
Listen. So and that kind of segues into the article.
Yeah.
Vegas used to be like the number one destination just to go. Like you can like you said. I remember going at 16 with my family, and it
Yeah.
wasn't like it was my family aren't gamblers like that. It was just like let's just go to Vegas,
Yeah.
and we went to Vegas, got the buffets, and I'm gonna tell my sister's business,
Good
but
food.
yeah,
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no,
Tell,
no,
tell your sister business.
it's just a running joke. It's just a running joke in the family. She had the green eyes. She was looking like, where is Sharon at? Find her at a slot machine.
Yeah.
What a funny guy. But I mean, it used to be Vegas was like it was a rite of passage. You know what I'm saying? What was there was the Luxor Hotel, the Pyramid joint. Is that the name of the hotel? Luxor.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
We've
what I'm
stayed
saying?
there
The
before.
cheap rooms. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Can't
Yeah.
beat it. And I remember when I had a little
60
job.
bucks a night.
Hey man, when I got in the sales, they was like, yeah, you gotta go to Vegas. I get to go to Vegas for work. Oh, say less, man. Having a good time. But this New York Times article is entitled "What's Wrong with Las Vegas?" And I was
Okay.
trying to Bill Simmons and the folks at the Ringer. He actually was talking about this a couple weeks ago. Same thing, like what's going on with Vegas, and both are kind of making the same point. People aren't going to Vegas like they used to. Now it's surprising because Vegas is now a sports mecca, right? And they got the Sphere, right? Got all these things, but it's becoming, it's but for whatever reason, tourism down. So I don't know if you know this, Ed. You probably know this, but Vegas began as a railroad town in 1905.
Mm-hmm.
It was the link between Los Angeles and Salt Lake City during the gold rush. I mean, sidebar. Imagine being in the gold rush, dog, down on your last dime. You just stick a shovel in the ground and you find a big old gold nugget. Life is good. You understand me? Um, so the first theme resort in Vegas opened in 1941, and but in this year there was 11% decline in tourism. So that's post COVID. That's post that everybody can go everywhere now, right? What was crazy is There was 5 million international visitors last year. 1.4 million were Canadian, and so that number has gone down as well
Well,
because a
that's
lot of
because
Canadians.
Canadians ain't messing with us right now.
Exactly. That's
Uh,
where the politics coming back into
uh,
play. And so they have a new ad campaign. It's more of the more affordable Vegas options called "Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas." And one hotel manager mentioned that after the COVID boom, because remember after the pandemic, people was just going anywhere,
yeah,
and and stuff was just so cheap because a whole year went by, nobody was going nowhere, and so rooms were like $6. You know what I'm saying? Like they probably was opening the slot machine like, just let them have it, just let them come in, please come to Las Vegas, and then life was good. That's what happened with streaming and everything. Life was good. People started making,
and
uh,
then
rehabbing
yeah,
hotels and got Wagyu steak for
and
breakfast
and then the bubble burst.
and the bubble burst because you can keep it up. And that's what
Yeah,
his hotel manager was saying. He was like, the boom after COVID had them. They were too ambitious and probably too aggressive. So, but as long as you think about why you think maybe people aren't going to Vegas, well, mine is simply just, I feel like Vegas. It's something I always notice about Vegas, right? You got old Vegas, right? And it's like a hotel is popping for a few years, and then now it's like you got to go to the next one. I feel like Vegas is always about the new hotel, the new thing that you're staying at, right? And something depending on how you. I mean, some people just got a hotel. That's what they go to. That's that. But like Vegas and New Orleans, not Vegas, Miami and New Orleans probably a better place like this. You can do the same thing every time you go. You know what I'm saying? Go to the same spots, same days, same times, and you can't wait to do that. Like Vegas, I don't think is always like that. And again, just generally, they're talking about how expensive it was. Like they used to have $26 buffets. Now the
yeah.
buffets are $90, and to get into the games and whatnot. Well, we'll touch on that in a bit. But like even the Sphere is like that's a lot of money to sit in the Sphere just to kind of get around the particular places. I don't know if it's accessible as it used to be, right? Or maybe it's more accessible than it used to be, right? Um, People can gamble in the crib. You know what I'm saying? They got to go to Vegas just to kind of gamble. They can gamble all over the place right now. You wonder, is it still fun to go to Vegas like it was for us before? But I think the biggest thing is now sports. I think, and this is just my thought, sports are the main draw of Vegas now. And sports are expensive, right? It just thinking of Chicago, going to a Bears game, you dropping bread. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? The tickets, you ain't even seen the game yet. The parking, if you're gonna park, you don't want a beer, but you're there for 3 hours, depending on the sports you're watching. So you want to get something to snack on, unless it's the White Sox, because that game is gonna be over. And then gotta get home. That could be a $700-800 experience. So doing that and traveling and so sports are just expensive in general. Sports in Vegas, I
Geez,
feel just
$700 for a Bears game, man.
well, now think about the tickets, right? Tickets probably $200, right? Every
Yeah,
time I look at they two something that so you
two
want
fifty.
right. So that's for one ticket, right? For
Mm-hmm.
two tickets, so you ain't going by yourself. That's five right there. That's five. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's true.
You see
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Ain't nothing to get to 700, man. Uh, and the clubs and the clubs used to be enough when you went to Las Vegas. Shout out if you know. But like now it's like you got you got
I don't know what you're
don't know
talking. I
is
don't know what you're
okay.
talking about.
You gonna do it like that? Okay, it's
I
cool.
don't
That's
know.
scary to me, dog.
Nope.
Yeah,
Don't know.
man. I met those social clubs,
No.
right? Giving out
Okay.
scholarships. So, but I'm a different man. I'm a different man. So, but those used to be enough, right? That's what people went down there for. But now it's different. What are your thoughts, Ben? Why do you think people don't go to?
The Canadian aspect, I didn't think about that. That's interesting.
or just international and travel in general, man. People just
That's
don't
interesting.
mess with America like they do.
Um, I think the fact number one, I mean, it used to be the place where, it was either Vegas or Atlantic City.
Hmm.
Those were your destinations for gambling, right?
Mhm.
You can find a casino everywhere now,
And
you
on
know.
your phone.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
you
saying?
can. Yeah, sports gambling is legal now. I can do
Yeah,
that on my app. I don't got
sure,
to go to a sports book
sure.
to gamble, right?
Hmm.
To do sports bet. So I think that's hurt Vegas a little bit. Um, honestly, have you ever seen the movie Casino?
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was run by the gangsters, right?
Hmm.
All right. So back it was all predicated on everybody getting to the casino, but they were
Hmm.
able to, flow comps. You gambling enough, you're spending enough money in the casino.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna comp you the hotel just to keep you here so we can get your money.
Right.
You know, drinks, shows,
Yeah, yeah,
all
yeah.
that.
It was
I
all
don't know
part
if
of it.
that's
You know what I'm
happening
saying?
like it used
Yeah.
to,
Yeah, yeah.
you know. And it's Vegas is expensive, man.
Yeah.
It's
I
expensive
mean,
now.
it doesn't even cross my mind to go to Vegas anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
I know people have gone, but like again, I know people who have gone for like, obviously people still go to the NBA Summer League. But that's more like NBA people. But then like the WNBA, I think they have it. Is it they had an All-Star game in Vegas? I think they do.
Well, yeah, but they had their they got a team there now.
But I'm saying, but I think the All-Star game is always in Vegas.
Is it?
I, I may have that wrong.
No, it was in
Maybe,
Chicago a couple years
that's
ago.
true. Maybe that one
Yeah,
year that the people maybe
yeah,
they went to an All-Star game, but it was in
yeah.
Vegas. But again, but it's like, but again, that's around the sport. It's like when the Bears are playing the Vegas Raiders, right? It's like,
Well, yeah, that's the reason, they want to bring major league teams there. It's not necessarily that because they know number one, Vegas is a transplant city. The people that live in
sure,
Vegas aren't from Vegas.
yeah,
They move in. The hospitality industry is their number one industry. That's, where most of the people work. They're fans of other teams, so they know they're not. They have the Vegas Golden Knights in hockey. You got the A's are coming there. It's I guess at
mhm.
some point they're in Sacramento now, but I guess they're coming. You got the Las Vegas Aces, WNBA. I guess LeBron is gonna get a team at some point
No,
in Vegas.
they're going to Europe, dog. Adam Silver told y'all he got his American money. He going to go to the Euro League.
But I say that to say the point of taking the teams there is so that it's a destination for the rest of the teams in the league. So when the
Yeah,
Blackhawks go to Vegas,
you want
they're
to
gonna
go?
have a traveling contingency with them because they're going to Vegas, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Um, I guess that's happening a bit. I mean, you saw if you watched the Bears Raiders game, it was mostly Bears fans there,
yeah.
right? So I guess that's happening, during the season. I don't know.
But again, you could go to Vegas before. You just said Luxor was $60 a night in the room,
Yeah. Well, I'm
right?
sure during the week it still is. I'm sure you can get a $30 room at the
But you
at
gotta
the
go. You gotta go
Excalibur
Monday to Wednesday.
on Monday
Excalibur.
through
That's what I'm
Wednesday.
thinking of. I
Yes,
keep saying
yeah.
Luxor.
Well, the Luxor was one of those too, though.
Okay, the way I'm thinking
Yeah.
of it. That's what I was thinking
I
of.
got a I got a $30 room at the Excalibur one time.
Man, shout out, man.
Yeah,
That's some good times, man. That's some
yeah.
good times.
So
Good
no,
times.
so I mean, it's an array of things, but I mean, gambling you can gamble anywhere now. So that's not like that's not the draw. You
But
know?
I feel like Vegas is one of those few places that like a group of guys, well, let's keep it a buck, a group of black guys, 15 guys can walk around and it don't look like nothing. You do that in Atlanta, it's like, hold on,
Yeah,
wait. Look at
yeah.
these guys walking around the street. What is going on here? You know what I'm saying? But you can do that in Vegas. We've done it. Bunch of us just walking down the strip and it's like,
Okay, but then that becomes the bachelor party cliche then. Who
well, that's
wants
why
who
people
wants
go.
to do that?
It writes itself, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just I'm
It's
just
not,
saying.
it's not hard to do, man. Not hard to
So
do.
shout out to Vegas. Maybe they can send us some comps and we'll come.
Hey, listen, we'll do a whole documentary. We'll do a
Yeah.
whole like weekend. Robin is in Vegas.
Yeah.
Sarah, tag the Las Vegas Travel Commission. We'll do it. You ain't even gotta give us, but nah, give us a couple bucks. Give us some spending bucks. We can show how
Yeah,
to
a
do it.
couple. Yeah, give
But
us some
listen,
chips.
but I always believe this that like, there's a Vegas that the regular people see, then there's a Vegas like if you got that like money, like it's like, oh, this is Las
Yeah, I'm
Vegas.
not.
It's like doors you never that was a door? I
Those are
never knew
the
that was a door.
whales, man. Man.
See, that's a Vegas. It's probably you probably now those guys probably like, what are you talking about? Vegas is
Right.
always
Vegas, I love Vegas.
it's always in Vegas. Vegas never stops. What's wrong with y'all? Brokers? My lobster's busted, you know what I'm saying? So thank you for checking out the Super Duper Pod. We do not take your listens lightly. Make sure you follow us on all socials, SUPA, online at HP53productions.com for our merch and additional content. Also on YouTube at HP53 Productions. As I missed anything?
No, I think I covered it all. Back
Fantastic.
in Black was that song, by the way, AC/DC.
I got you. That's the funk version.
It's a
Yeah,
funk
see, that's the
version.
thing.
Oh man.
AI, man, listen, they had Move as the 1960s. It was cracking. I gotta say, that's like that song got some soul to it when it's sung real slow. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ludacris. But thank you for checking out the Super Duper Pod. Make sure you take care of yourselves and each other. Y'all don't be scared. Hey mama, this is the Super Duper Podcast.
Champagne, real pain, champagne from you and I. Wait, you and I? Now that's champagne if you was I. Would you be off on this campaign? Is it suicide? If you know that bringing hope here is how careers die. Or do the K stand for kamikaze? The J silent is everywhere, you can feel them probably. Surely, lately, I've been up late with demons in my basement trying to get me to hate this. Life thinking I should be further and then I choke up. As soon as I got silent, then the truth spoke up. This said, how you know you ain't perfect? Let that soak up and soak in. You know how you know that you blessed? I was